We do not want to criticize the doctrine of the World Mission Society Church of God. Whatever they believe is their choice and freedom. Even if their claims are wrong doctrines different from the Bible, if they sincerely believe that, we cannot do anything about them. However, there is a reason why they must receive external criticism. The reason is that they too often lie deliberately and intentionally. They lie, but they lie from the very beginning. Moreover, it would be surprising if they lied about their doctrine of God the Mother. It is not an ordinary problem if the foundation of their faith is mixed with lies. Let us now reveal one by one the lies they tell about the doctrine of God the Mother. The World Mission Society Church of God claims that the doctrine of God the Mother is based on the teachings of Seongkim. Especially, their claims are based on the book titled The Mystery of God and the Fountain of the Water of Life, which contains the most extensive teaching of Seongkim. Could you ever imagine what would happen if Seongkim's book was falsely fabricated by them and delivered to you? Today we are going to present clear evidence of their dark and evil data manipulation. This book that you see on the screen is Seongkim's representative work that they distributed around the world. As you all know, it is a book called The Mystery of God and the Spring of the Water of Life. This book has been well known to you as the Green Book. Let me show you the Korean version. As you can see in the video, this book was published in December 2001. The year of publication is very important here. This is because the contents of the Green Book published in 2001 are different from the original. Are you curious? Are you curious about what has changed? A lot has changed, but today we'll focus on just one point. This picture appears in chapter 24, and it states that the six-day creation is a 6,000-year prophecy. This is truly amazing and gracious content. However, the World Mission Society Church of God manipulated this picture and created a cunning, evil, and malicious lie. This picture depicts two gods in heaven, but it is a lie that is different from the original. This is truly absurd. How dare they make one god into two? This manipulated picture appears in the 2001 edition. But now, we will look at the 1998 edition of the Green Book. In the 1998 edition, there is only one God in the picture. You can actually check it out by looking at the books they've published. This book that you are now seeing through the video is the one they actually published in 1998, so it is absolutely undeniable evidence. You can see, there is only one God. The 1992 Green Book Korean version, it says that there is only one throne of God in heaven. The fact that there is only one throne of God in heaven is clearly shown in the book of Revelation. In chapter 4 of the book of Revelation, there is a scene where God shows the kingdom of heaven to the Apostle John, who was moved by the Holy Spirit. Let me read verse 2 and 3. At once I was in the Spirit, and there before me was a throne in heaven with someone sitting on it. And the one who sat there had the appearance of jasper and carnelian. A rainbow, resembling an emerald, encircled the throne. There was only one throne that Apostle John saw, and there was only one person sitting on that throne. So far, we have looked at books published by the World Mission Society Church of God. Why did the contents of a book published by the same church change? The author of the book is already dead and no longer in this world. So who changed the contents and published it? The question of whether the Christian God is singular or plural is not something to be treated as a joke. What they changed was not a correction of a typo. What they changed was about whether there is one God or two. They changed the contents of the book on such an important issue without the author's permission. They then hide these manipulations and deceive their own church members. Their behaviors are close to a criminal case. Jesus said that lying belongs to the devil. It is important to know what is changed in the book, but the bigger problem is that they lie. Seongkim never taught or acknowledged the existence of a female God. However, the World Mission Society Church of God is treating the lie that Mother God was established by Seongkim as if it were the truth. From now on, I will show you the original draft published by Seongkim himself in 1980. We need to find out one more serious secret from the original. Take a closer look. You have to find one more serious secret in the original. The heavenly Jerusalem will come down to the new heaven and new earth to fulfill the prophecy of the seventh day. And the timing of the heavenly Jerusalem coming down will be after the judgment by fire. It is too much different teaching with the World Mission Society Church of God. They insist that heavenly Jerusalem came down already before the judgment. In order to justify their false claim, they removed the drawing of the seventh day from this original picture. And they began to change as they like. They have changed the original continuously little by little as time goes by. For the first, they removed the drawing of the seventh day. Next, they changed the drawing of the throne into a personality. Finally, they changed the picture to show that there are two gods, God the Father and God the Mother. Let me show you one verse from the Bible. Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. Jesus said, "Leave them. They are blind guides. If a blind man leads a blind man, both will fall into a pit." I do not doubt the sincere faith of the members of the World Mission Society Church of God. However, the church you belong to is led by a false prophet. You don't have to doubt your own faith, but you need to doubt the church that leads you. Please seriously think again about whether the World Mission Society Church of God, which lies from the beginning, is leading your soul to the salvation. The World Mission Society Church of God is not the original church established by On Sung Hong. The original church is the Church of God Jesus Witnesses. Thank you so much for your attention to this video. Thank you.